Yeah, what is good? My anime people, what is good, yo? So, with this week's episode of Infinite, man, I've been waiting on this show for a hot minute, and I'm glad it finally decided to show up when it did, because your boy was feeling for the ending. Um, I'm gonna just start it off by saying Hugo is an idiot. Um, that is all. I really don't respect the decision that was made, to go out of your way to pretty much attack someone who not only is trying to fight and take care of the city of people like, the AIs and, people that are actually losing their lives over this. Nah, you still want to go and try to show up and fight the guy for whatever reason. And she's been betrayed. But it made a lot more sense towards the end when they stated it's her sister, and it's the sister that had left for quite some time, and with the whole family situation that they were living in, it made sense why she left and whatnot. But then we get the situation where she explains, you know, she explains that Franklin, is going to go solo and gonna figure out ways to still take out Ray and stuff like that. And funny enough, it looks like they're very close, a lot closer than they know, right? Like in the case of RL, our, you know, real life. So that was weird. But overall, the battle, the overall ending wasn't all that bad. It definitely ended without anything really being set in stone, in my opinion. Like, I didn't feel like any of this was going to be the end all be all because of how it kind of ended up. We got Ray, who, um, is going to finally get his rematch, but he's going to probably get destroyed in said rematch, so it's obvious that that should be another plot point of him still kind of grinding and figuring out how to even beat uh, a superior, because not only is he missing an arm from the battle, but he's going against someone who is just ridiculously fast, ridiculously intelligent when it comes down to knowing a lot of stuff, like being a broker for information in this game just means that you have that much more knowledge about smaller things than anybody else, because that's what you're looking for, so you can sell that information for anybody willing to pay for it. So, knowing all that, it isn't looking too good for the Dawn, for Ray. So, it's funny that that's how it kind of ends off, is him running in and probably getting bopped. And maybe that's why he is shown to be out in real IRL, just because he already lost or whatever. Nah. Um, I really did enjoy the show. I think another season is in order easily, and I will definitely be down to do videos for it. I hope they announce something about it coming sooner than later, or if it's even coming at all. Um, but regardless, the brother was still ridiculously hype. He definitely stole the show from me. Became the best character, hands down. Um, and then we also got to learn that the two people that were pretty much in the stands, just chilling, watching everything pop off, one of them actually does help at the end of the day, while the other one just kind of often disappeared. The King of Beast, which I don't know why they're a king if they look like a woman, but we also know that Franklin and Hugo are women, so I guess it makes sense that maybe they know more information about the person in real life than we do. So, but I also feel like they're just going off of the just going off of names that sound powerful, right? Like king just sounds like a good compliment at all times, pretty much. So why not say king and queen? I mean, not queens. There's no queens in this game, weirdly enough. In the case of no one's getting called the queen of, beast or the strongest queen or whatever the case may be. All we've seen is king this, king that, and king, king, king. So kind of weird. Maybe it's just a choice of how to just kind of talk about them and boost them up. I don't know. But regardless, there's so much that happens throughout this week's episode that we just kind of get left with, some answers taken care of, and above all else, some more questions of just what would be the next line of stories, because we do know Franklin is not satisfied with the defeat, so that's one more person that they'll always have to kind of deal with, seeing how even if you kill Franklin, he's just gonna respawn, so that don't really matter to kill him, so, or to kill her. Other than that, like I was saying, Hugo seemed really dumb, but it's family, so there's a lot of things about family that you would do for them that don't make sense, and even Franklin was kind of chiming in on that, just like, oh, you must have did it without thinking, you must have just, not understood that you probably could have left me for dead and been better off, because as of right now, she still wants Hugo to do her own thing and leave, so it kind of just evened itself out by, if she would have not helped, it would have been the same thing. Just go travel, do your own thing. But hearing that this was the sister that left the whole time, I thought that was a pretty good twist on just why Hugo would be doing what she was doing, and why she would just be turning a blind eye to this stuff instead of actually saying something and stepping up. It's a family member, and she really just wanted to help out, even if she felt like she wasn't doing much at all. And at the end of the day, they both didn't do much, right? Like, they both get bodied by pretty much a one-armed, very beat-up man of Ray, and he isn't even an actual, like, superior or, like, a higher up, so yeah, they got a lot of work to go. To be fair, Hugo was pretty injured as well, so much so where one swing of the weapon that she uses, and it wasn't even gonna work because of how much damage she sustained already. So that wasn't so much her fault as much as it was her just battling other people and not being in a position to do much against them anymore. Um, but yeah, I definitely was looking forward to watching the show quite a bit ago, so at least it ended up coming sooner than later. But regardless, it feels like this was kind of, I don't know, it was kind of a little bit lackluster, I guess you can say, but at the same time, I still wound up enjoying it just for the simple fact of getting to see these characters and see where the story was going to take us as a whole. Because not only did we have a good prediction on how Hugo might go out, I honestly thought Hugo would have been a little bit more of a help towards Ray, but I guess you can't really call it. That's why I like anime, it's like not only are they usually doing something you don't expect, when they do something and you do expect it, it's sometimes like, dang, they actually went that route. But with this, I expected Hugo to definitely jump up there and try to assist, but seeing how trash Franklin is at physical stuff, or she just gave up altogether and didn't even want to fight back, whatever the case was, it made it really obvious that she was not really capable of doing anything against Ray, and that it probably would have ended a lot quicker if Hugo wasn't there, right? It would have been like a slice in half with Nemesis. The last thing I wanted to kind of say is I'm pretty sure Zoro is proud somewhere knowing that another character has put their sword in the mouth and done some pretty cool stuff, destroyed the opponents with it. So somewhere Zoro is smiling ear to ear. He's like, yes, my style has reached the masses. Yes. But yeah, overall, I definitely want to know what you guys are feeling about this show. And now that it's ended, did you enjoy it? Did you drop it and you're just coming to see my overall reaction to the final episodes? Because I do have some people like that that are pretty chill. So I would love to know what you guys are feeling overall. And with that being said, my anime people, I will definitely talk to you tomorrow. I do have work tomorrow, and if anything comes up, I might have to go in early. So if you get a video from me, it could be late or it could be early. I don't know for sure, but I hope you check it out nonetheless. So with all that being said, everybody, take care. I will definitely talk to you sooner or later, like I said, and I hope you're all doing well, taking care, and being safe. So with that being said, take care and peace.